You may have seen some videos about if a luck potion is worth it to buy or not. It might be in regular crypts, ruins, it might be in high roller crypts. And no one really has the answer to that question, but the answers I do have for you is what luck does in the first place. Which a lot of these people buying these luck potions and doing these videos have no idea what it even does. Luck makes it so that you're more likely to get higher tier items. So if you were looking for rare items and you had 100 luck, you would have a 90% higher chance to get a rare item out of a container that can drop it. Or if you're looking for epic items, if you had 100 luck, it would be 104% more likely that you get that item. Or legendaries, 117% more likely. Or uniques, 122% more likely. Now, the problem with this is it doesn't change what each container can drop in the first place. So if you're opening up a container that can't drop that item in the first place, then this is not going to be helpful to you with those rolls. Notably with legendary and uniques, most chests, enemies, all of that in the game can't drop those. A lot of enemies can't even drop epics. That is not a thing. However, your chests can oftentimes drop epics, although very rarely. And so if you want to maximize luck, then you want to go to the area that has all of these options on the table in the first place. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, really the only places where luck potions would be useful would be in high roller crypts. Now, if they introduce high roller ruins later on, that might be useful as well. And if they keep tinkering with High Roller Goblin Caves table, it might also be useful. And the big reason for that is High Roller Goblin Caves, as far as I know, doesn't really have any significant legendary drop chance, and it doesn't have any unique drop chance. And the only place that has unique drop chance is High Roller bosses in the crypts. And we hardly ever see unique items come out of there. Okay, now let's talk about if it's worth it in High Roller crypts. So there's a couple different ways to get luck. You can get 100 luck from Bard's Wanderer's Luck perk. You can get 150 luck roll from a large potion of luck. However, keep in mind, the potions of luck are subject to RNG themselves. The large potion of luck only has a 33% chance to give you a 150 roll. It has a 33% chance to give you a 100 roll and a 33% chance to give you a 50 roll. So on average, it will give you a 100 roll. And the regular potion of luck has a 45% chance to give you 20 luck, a 35% chance to give you 50 luck, and a 20% chance to give you 80 luck. And a lot of people will do this math in their head based purely off of the highest roll, which you should not do. You should do it off of the average roll. But any situation where you would actually want to use a potion of luck, you would want to use the greater potion of luck because that luck is worthwhile, and that luck is worthwhile to you, then you want the greater luck. You can also get 25 from a Fangs of Death necklace, which is a necklace you craft, and you can get 24 from wearing 2 Grim Smile rings. So you can get a maximum of 299 luck then. So anything over 300 is just not something that exists. And then also I want to note that luck has a curve at the end where it becomes less effective. However, it is still very effective even at the top end of the curve with the luck items we have available right now. I would not be surprised if they add more luck items in the future. Now, I am just going to give you my opinions on these things. I haven't done hard math on any of this because a lot of this is relating to actual scenarios that it would be very difficult to measure if it is worthwhile. I'm going to say the 100 from Bard's Wanderer's Luck is incredibly good. That 100 should absolutely be taken. That is an incredibly good perk up there with charismatic performance, unless you're already past the point where money doesn't matter anymore and you're just farming other players for loot. In that case, don't bring it. The luck roll from a potion of luck, absolutely not worthwhile, even in high roller, and that is because, okay, you're going through and you already fill up your entire inventory with purples. That's if you're playing solo. You're already going to fill up your entire inventory with purples if you go down to Inferno, and if you're not going down to Inferno, I think you're wasting the run. Now, if you're running with a team, you're going to have much less time to engage with looting containers and things along those lines, and so it is also not worth it because you'll be engaging with more PvP and get less time to do PvE and loot chests, and a smaller portion of the overall chests and containers are yours. However, there is a use case where the potions of luck are worthwhile. That use case is when you are running high roller bosses. And if you have a bard on your team, they should be the only one bringing a potion of luck. They should be bringing a greater potion of luck, and they should be drinking it every game. You drink it at the start because it will transfer into Inferno. It is the only buff that transfers over. And you can also drink it in the lobby, guys. That's just a little tip for you that will save you some time. And then once you kill the high roller boss, the bard needs to be the one that loots the body first, because that is how these rolls get calculated. Next up, is the Fangs of Death necklace worth it? Absolutely, but only if you are that top 1% of high roller teams that basically never gets wiped. Those are incredibly expensive items. Oftentimes I'll see them going for a key, and they take gold ingots to craft and other rare crafting materials. So you need to be incredibly good for that to be worthwhile, just because you need to lower your death rate enough. You can also get 24 from those Grim Smile rings. Those are also absolutely worth using, but only if you're that top 1% of high roller teams. That luck is incredibly good, and those Grim Smile rings have strength on them as well, and you can force exactly what stats you want to be on them in the crafting menu. So these are going to be the most available god roll rings that exist in the game that have the exact rolls that you want on them. However, once again, those god roll rings, after all these crafting materials go into them, are going to cost around a key each. So you're talking only useful for the top 1% of high roller players who are going to be dominating the leaderboards and just killing everyone in every lobby they run into, and just, you know, a little extra luck on their jewelry. It's a nice little boost, because these people would oftentimes kill the high roller boss as well. The first person on your team you would want to have these is the person who is playing bard. If you're not playing with a bard and you're farming high roller bosses, you would also want that person to wear the Fangs of Death necklace, the 2 Grim Smile rings, and take a greater potion of luck every game, because those named uniques that you get extremely rarely, it's like a 1% chance after each kill, you could lower that rate to being a good 1 in 50. If you have a bard on your team, you could even get it down to 1 in 33, if I remember correctly, instead of being around a 1 in 200. So that is a huge improvement, and those items can be worth up to 30 keys. So you're talking a good 240,000, 250,000 gold. That is insane and absolutely worthwhile. But the only time it's worthwhile, once again, is when those rolls are available in the first place. Those unique rolls are not usually available, and luck does not impact attributes that get rolled or the items you get or anything like that. It just increases the rarity of the item. That said, guys, if you guys liked this video, go ahead and subscribe for more. And if you'd like to see more videos like that, leave a comment what you would like to see below.